The children are helping clean up. Thank you so much. Okay. Bismillah. So, thank you for everyone who attended this Iftar. I know we have a diverse community here. We are sharing our fast with people from all backgrounds, all ages, fasting, non-fasting, of faiths and of none. Sharing Iftar in Ramadan is a very special occasion. Ramadan is very special. Ramadan for Muslims is a month of reflection, a month of humbleness, a month of sharing some of the feelings that other people are feeling all year round. But this Ramadan specifically has been very challenging for many, and in particular to those in Palestine, and in particular those in Gaza. While we break our fast with a feast, and we're very grateful for those who donated and who brought their food, the businesses and individuals. Let's not forget that in Gaza, they are lucky if they have some water to break their fast with. So as the children kindly are clearing up, can I ask you to be mindful of that and not to be wasteful. If you want to take food home with you later, you're more than welcome, but please, especially now, not the time to waste. So what is there to say after what we've seen during the month of Ramadan? The month of Ramadan, in which, for those who don't know, why it's so special for us is because it was the month that our holy book, the Quran, was revealed. And the first revelation was read. That's it. Read. That is our first command. So when the divine asks us to read, why? It's not to complete the Quran in the month of Ramadan, race through it, but it's to understand. It's to be educated. It's to be aware. It's to be not ignorant, not complicit, not to be silenced. Without knowledge, without us reading, we are mere beings, not human beings. We are mere humans. Nothing more than the trees outside, the plants, or the animals. What's there to say in the last days of Ramadan? By now, we should really feel it physically. We should be humbled. What's there to say when hypocrisy gets to a complete new level every single day? Over 30,000 deaths did not cause for anyone to go publicly demand a ceasefire. It was not enough.
I have some on the table.
To call or withdraw the ambassador of Israel. It wasn't enough to publicly condemn the acts of Israel until, I'm sorry to say this, until white people were killed. That's the truth. When 3 British were killed, 3 honorable British people were killed, that is when suddenly the tone and the mood is changing. What's there to say after all this? I'm going to quote an imam in Palestine. I don't know which mosque he was preaching in last Friday, but he said on the minbar, so on the elevated space where normally the imams do their speech before the Friday prayer, he said, "To who do I preach? And who will listen?" So straighten your lines and let's pray. That's the shortest khutbah I've ever heard. There's nothing left to say. So why are we here today? Why did I ask you to come here today? Because I was fed up. I was fed up with this world, and to finding out more and more people are complicit. More and more people are silenced. More and more people and companies out there to boycott. I was fed up with the queues in Egypt of the crossing of Rafah. 4 miles last month, 4 miles of trucks lined up. And then when the aid comes in from the air, falling from the air, killing young children waiting eagerly for a bottle of water or a handful of rice. All this while our taxpayer, our taxes, your taxes in gift aid is being donated, your taxes being donated to charities in the UK, supporting charities in Israel. Doing what? I'll give you one. The UK Friends of the Association of the Well-Being of Israeli Soldiers, that's a UK registered charity. They fund vests, helmets, and believe it or not, swimming pools for the Israeli soldiers, for their well-being. That is where your money is going. And there are others. There's Torrent and other organizations, not registered, perhaps, but indirectly funding charities in Israel, funding the genocide. And there was I watching the child holding a smuggled in cucumber. One cucumber that was shared with 20 families. That made me angry. There we are, that in the trucks, if there's a fishing net, the whole truck will be sent back, not allowed to enter, because they're not allowed to fish in Gaza at the moment. Hearing aid batteries are being sent back. An estimated of 15,000 tons of aid is stuck in Rafah. Other items, as a fun fact for you here, any fruit or vegetable with seeds will be sent back. Why? Because Gazans are not allowed to plant the seeds in case they may not go hungry anymore. Tent poles. They are tents in, but not tent poles. Nothing to keep the tents down. And those are essential for the 1.9 million people displaced in Gaza. So, what can you do? For the Muslims out here, Gaza doesn't need your prayers. They don't need your prayers. Your prayers, you're praying for yourself. I'm going to be very blunt because today I'm really angry. When you say, you pray, may Allah help the Palestinians, you're not saying that because you want to do it. You're saying it as an initiative to drug yourself and tick the box that you did something. Because God doesn't need your prayer. God needs actions. So, how can why I gathered you today. I'm lucky that I made contact with people in Gaza. And I'm lucky that I have made contact with people on the ground in Gaza, and people here in the UK. And we have someone, by the way, here from Gaza today with us tonight. If you have any questions, you may ask him. Maybe I'm mistaken. He can correct me if needed. So if we can't get a cucumber into Gaza, but we can easily fund swimming pools for Israeli soldiers, that is when I thought we have to do something. Getting money in Gaza is very difficult right now, and it's risky. Don't forget that they bombed not only hospitals, schools, they also bombed the banks and all the Western Union and other agencies that used to facilitate any money just to drip into Gaza. They've bombed and stolen and plundered jewelry shops. Gold is gone, money is gone. So what is happening in Gaza right now? There are people who have family, friends, connections outside of Gaza. They have bank accounts here. And many of them have family in Gaza who still have some cash laying around. And the cash is being depleted right now. So basically what we're doing is making an exchange. We're giving people, Gazans here, the money so they can deliver it to their families, and then with the charities, it's all very well structured and organized and very well accounted for, and I'll have messages from Gaza for you tonight. And that is how money gets in. It's not easy. I'm not going to lie to you, it's not easy. But we must do this. We must help the grassroots charities in Gaza. Every single penny counts. £1,000, we've raised so much for medical aid in Palestine. We did, and I'm grateful, and we should. But at the moment, even that's not getting in. So my personal opinion, and you are more than welcome to disagree with me, but this is why I called you here, that the £1,000 to the grassroots charities in Gaza will do 10, if not 100 times more than £1,000 to medical aid in Palestine. This is what I believe. I'll give an example. About £150 will feed a family of 8 for the whole of Ramadan. This is what I've been given. Okay? So the money, the sanitary, I mean, some prices have gone through the roof. Because when aid gets in, not everyone has access. So it will be sold. It's like a black market. It's like here. Remember the toilet rolls during COVID? A toilet roll for £10 is the same. But that's a war zone. That's not done by nature. It's not an earthquake. It's not a calamity. It is a genocide. So this is why I called you here today. To let you know that there is a way to get money into Gaza. And every penny counts. So I'd like to share with you the charity step by step. It's a grassroots charity by doctors, medical students, engineers, highly educated people in Gaza who have nothing left to do but help each other. And that is what they're doing. So I'll share a little video, and then they, unfortunately, due to the internet, but also due to medical reasons, due to a lot of difficulties, they are not able to be with us today on Zoom as I hoped. But they did send me this morning a message for all of you. So, I don't think I need to show you this. You know the statistics now already. I think you know this as well. And it's just an example of a similar charity, but this one in Canada, because the UK charities have closed down websites now. They are on investigation. But this is very similar to what we had in the So the video first.
القدس وعكا نحن إلى يافا في غزة نحن وقلب الجنين الواحد منا يزهرها آلافا لن تأكل فينا ورقة تين ما هان الحق عليك ولا خافا عودتنا إيمان ويقين لن نسكت لن نستسلم لا 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 نهلك نحيا فلسطين فلسطين بلادي نحملها جرحا أو أملا لا 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 نفرح نبقى فيها اليوم الدين هي رحلة لا تنتهي سعي للخير وجهتي آمنت أن الناس للناس وتلك قناعتي الكل غيث انهطل كل بدوره بطل ما المشكلات إن كل تعاضد كي تحل بسم الله باسم السلام يبتدي لسعادة مدة يدي حب الحياة أنتجي كي أبذل الحياة لن يرتجي أن تنتهي
قطاع غزة اليوم يستهدف 50 عائلة عاقبة نشكر تبرعات من الخارج خاصة من العراق ومصر والأردن والسعودية نستمر إن شاء الله توفير القروض الرمضانية والمختلفة تستهدف وجبات الفطور والسحور لمدة 10 أيام نشكر المتابعين دائما المتابعين
آملا حب ويتبعه عمل
So all of these young people, that's their day job now. That's all they do. Going around tent by tent with whatever aid they were able to get together, giving envelopes of cash money and also giving out aids in terms of food, as you've seen, tents, blankets, clothes, sanitary, anything that they got hold of. So the Gazans here who are raising money for their families and charities, they are putting themselves at risk here because, as we all know, their bank accounts gets frozen. Questions get asked, where do you get this money from? But that's not stopping them. They will continue, and they will continue to raise money as much as possible. Just to give a comparison, that even Medicare in Palestine, also, I don't want to pick on them, but that's the one we used to donate to before, but even then, on their latest accounts that I've seen, 20% of what we donate to them goes to fundraising and other overheads. And they are also under threat, by the way. They are also at risk. They are also now allegedly being investigated. Or at least there is a big lobby out there that does want to put them under investigation and stop them from raising money. There are also Gazans, like we saw in our other dinner, who have lost a lot of family members. And they may have a few that have survived. And they are also raising money to get their families out. That also costs a lot of money. So when you see some of them, and I know a few, it's not that they want to leave Gaza. It's because they have no one left to stay in Gaza for. And if they don't leave and they stay, that means there'll be no one left in the end to tell their story. there'll be no one left to give testimony. So I also ask you, when you see some of our fellow friends sharing the link to their GoFundMe, to consider that as well, to help them get out while they can. Finally, I got 2 messages to share with you. One from the founder of Step by Step, and one from a supporter, Step by Step. And he's based in Leicester, and unfortunately, due to work commitments, he wasn't able to come. But I'll start with Dr. Mohammed Abu Hamra first.
Hello, it's Dr. Mohammed speaking, founder of SBS Group in Gaza Strip. I'm sending this message to the supporters and fundraisers of the Iftar from Swindon, that all proceeds to Step by Step for Gaza Strip. Actually, what I want to talk is send you the beautiful message and beautiful smile from Gaza, that we are waiting for your support, and we are very happy to hear and wait for your support. We are very thankful to know that you people with Dr. Fadwa made this fundraising for us to help our families here in Gaza. And I wanted to give you a brief, how do we help our families here in Gaza with our team Step by Step for Gaza Strip. Our aids that we provide comes in various forms here in Gaza. We give food parcels, we provide ready-made tents and their accessories, packages specifically for women, medicines, potable water, weights, beans, diapers and milk, financial assistance, jackets and clothing, mattresses and pillows, shaving kits, money aid, and much more. So what I want to tell is that every pound you share with us, every pound you give, is accountable and very helpful for our families here in Gaza. And we are very happy to hear that you are fundraising for us. Thanks.
That's from, thank you. Just to let you know, on the lead up to this event, I had asked him to go live with us on Zoom. Then he had to apologize. He was infected with hepatitis A. And for some of you know, hepatitis A comes from various reasons, but in this case, contaminated water, malnutrition, overpopulation. So then we said, let's do a recorded video. And then he said, Fadwa, I'm yellow. I'm still recovering. I can't do video recording. And I was so embarrassed to ask him at least do a voice recording for the people coming tonight. So I was ashamed. And I'm still very ashamed, to be honest. My final message that came from the person here in the UK who is a doctor in Leicester and who, due to work commitments, couldn't come to the Iftar today. I didn't give enough notice. But this is his message to you.
Hi everyone, thanks for having me. It's very cool not physically attending this event with you, as I'm not feeling well. I'm one doctor from Gaza that has just started working in the NHS. My story short, I lost 9 dear members of my family, my entire family in Gaza, including my mom, my sister and my 10-year-old brother. My dad is injured and 2 of my brothers have survived it. Since this happened, I tried with all my strength to keep myself together and keep going. I tried to provide help to the people that are there on the ground, risking their own lives to make the life of Gazans a little bit easier during this horrendous time. Some of the people there that are people that I know personally, and I do trust them to deliver all the fund that I could collect to the people in need. So please do consider donating, as we can see the effect on the ground, and it do make the difference. Thank you for having me again, and please don't leave those people down.
That was Dr. Ma'ad. I'm happy to answer any questions, and I'll answer them as much as I possibly can. If anyone in the audience has any questions. Okay, if you later this evening or tomorrow still have any questions, something pops in your mind, want to do another fundraiser, please get in touch. Yes, sister. Pardon?
Is there a way of donating?
Yes, today you can donate a card, and if you have cash, I've got a bucket, and this is just one of the many ways we can support them. But please don't forget, we are in a state of war. For the non-Muslims, this is a way how we say that as a nation we come together, and that we have to prioritize our commitments. So please, as a family, as a community, please donate. Finally, that's all I've got to say. I'd like to give a word to Repi.
I think it's important that most of the stuff was donated today. So
Yes, so everything today has been donated. Okay, so no costs. Everything today has been donated. So every single penny every single penny you give today will not cover any costs. Everything has been donated today. Even the cost for the hire is donated. So to make sure that you feel that your money goes straight to Gaza.
Yeah, just adding to that, there is wonderful people of our community that has actually provided you the food here today. So everything that you have given towards the tickets and donations is going to go towards this charity. We're not taking a penny. There's no overheads at all. Everything is going to go directly into Gaza. There's a special shout out today to Lal Bagh for providing the biryani, and another massive shout out to Amirul Bhai Bablu, who's over there, and his family for providing the chicken curry, and also for present here and supporting us. A lot of things have been happening, and we've been wondering, what do we say and what can we say to people to make you realise how important all this is? And to be honest with you, I'm kind of out of words. I kind of come in every day and I talk to you at the marches, etc., about seeing children being killed, limbs mangled and all of that kind of stuff. But you've probably all seen it as well, and you're probably all distraught by it as well. I'm lost for words. I'm actually lost for words, and anybody that knows me knows I do words. Part of my heart is beating really fast because there aren't words to describe how bad all of this has been. And some of us are sitting here thinking, well, how does it matter to us? We're banging on about Palestine, but so-and-so's dying, but it does matter. If one thing I've learned over the last 7 months is that if we don't speak up, it could be any one of us next, because let's be honest, 7 months of people being killed, 7 months of hundreds and thousands of people displaced, injured, and over 33,000 killed, a large portion of them children. But the majority of those children and people look like me, sound like me. And look at my son. I don't know if you may have seen a little boy running around in a white dog, but that's my little boy. The pride of my eyes, my heart and my soul. And a little boy was killed that looked like him. And my government has told me, it's all right, they're just defending themselves. So what this has taught me is that me, my children and your children don't actually matter that much. And that's important for us to realise, and that's important for us to say, actually, I'm not going to allow that to happen. This isn't about Muslim versus the world. This isn't about Islam. This is about humanity and justice. And if you have humanity in you, you will think about Palestinians and you will raise their voices wherever you can and however much you can. So I'm going to leave you with a little poem. I went to bed wondering what the morning will bring. I woke at night to say a little prayer for you. I woke in the morning wondering what the day will bring. When news of you comes, it comes draped in blood. Your tiny limbs are all tangled. Your mother's kissing your foreheads whilst your father's hand, your lifeless hands, biscuits and promises of heaven. Your cries of hunger, your cries of oppression ring in my ears, dawn to dusk. The news of you comes, blown up, waiting for aid. Your food bowls filled with your own flesh. But still you say, Hasbunallahi wa ni'mal wakeel. Allah is sufficient for us, and He is the best disposer of affairs. Your unscathed faith taunts me. How in this calamity are you still so sure of good is to come? You put me to shame. Your faith shakes me from night to morning and over again. The news of you comes where your helpers have been blown to pieces trying to get food to you, but it's okay. We have been told it was a mistake. Sorry has been said. Their voice, their words, I ask why? How? I feel a volcano is erupting in me, but my emotions and voice is of little significance. I am a Muslim. The news of you comes, hiding in hospitals and schools. Little did you know, no place is sacred and all will come to rubble. I hear your screams, I feel your pain. A Muslim that I am, I have been taught that if one of us hurts, we will all feel the pain. But what about those that are not Muslim? Why do they too hear your screams? Your scream is silence to some, but here we are today, Muslim and none, hearing your screams. The news of you comes to those of us who have opened our hearts and eyes. To you we make a promise, we'll keep hearing your news and amplify it until it reaches the ears and hearts of change. That's it for me tonight. Thank you.
The final thing before I leave everyone to go is I want to say a special thank you to all the ladies who cooked for today, all of them. I can't name them all, but from everything from cakes, everything.
Obviously none of us are very good at this one today, but yeah, so everyone who donated, thank you so much, your time, your food, everything is greatly appreciated, may Allah reward you. And then we just want to mention as well, the next protest is this Sunday. Please come out and join us. It's really important now to take to the streets and make sure our voices are heard. And still keep pushing our governments and putting that pressure on. So we'll be meeting Sunday, 12 p.m. at Regent's Theatre. Thank you very much. Please come and donate generously as you can. We know the cost of living is a bit of a crisis, but anything you can give, it will go directly to the people in Gaza and help them.
Thank you to all of you. It's you that make this happen. We need you every day. Just come out and join us. And honestly, thank you. Keep up the fight. Keep up saying Palestine will be free. Free, free. Free, free. Palestine. Free, free. Palestine. Free, free. Palestine.
Thank you very much.